Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do the weekly reading. I hope you guys are enjoying your week. I hope you're having a good day. So let's see what the message is for today, April 5th, 2020. So what is the message? I'm going to pull a Change Oracle card, and then I'll pull a Power of Love. So what is the message? What does everyone really need to know? What does the collective need to know, please, today for this week? What does the collective need to know, please, for this week? What is the message, please? Whoa, I had two come out. So we have realizations and epiphanies. Yeah, that's good. And then I also have adult children. Adult children. So realizations and epiphanies and adult children. And then let's see, what is the message, please, for what is the love, power of love message for everybody? All right. What does everybody really need to know? So, what is the message, please, for this week for the collective? We have expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So that's good. So yeah, and I was getting with this realizations and epiphanies, this could be about maybe like with everything that's going on right now in the world and everything, maybe this is awakening you to some things that maybe they're becoming more clear, or maybe you're having more clarity, but you're also like maybe understanding things better. And then with adult children, this could be about possibly you have adult children, or this could be, I was thinking this could be the way that like we all have to have our children kind of be more responsible, like kind of have that personal accountability and responsibility, um, with their studies and everything. So, oh, sorry. Let me fix that real fast. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Sorry. Okay. All right. So let's get into the reading and see what other messages we have. Yeah, because it's kind of been like a change for everybody. We're all kind of going through this. It's definitely a personal journey, but we're all kind of like going through it um, together. So, what is the message, please, for the collective for today, for this week? We also have a full moon coming up on Tuesday. So that'll be interesting. The last time we had a full moon, all the toilet paper disappeared from the shelves. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this full moon. All right, so what is the message, please? What does everybody need to know? What is the message? We have the High Priestess. What other messages do we have, please, for the general collective? What other messages do we have, please? We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. What other messages, please? We have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, yes. I'm gonna put these over here. So, okay, so here's what I'm seeing. The first thing that's coming out for me is this sense of intuition, because we have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. These are both very highly, intuitive cards. Like they both talk about intuition. Um, so we're having the High Priestess about intuition, and she's kind of sitting between these two pillars. So this could be like your intuition kind of in between, kind of like in a sense of limbo, like not knowing what's going to happen next. Um, and then with the Wheel of Fortune, this talks about changes with intuition. This talks about big changes happening. Intuition. Usually with the Wheel of Fortune, there is a positive outcome. And then I see the Eight of Cups in between these. So it's like your intuition, but in order to have that intuition, you're going to need to walk away from the emotions that aren't serving you. You're like, don't stay fixated on something that you have no control over, basically, which there's a lot of that. We have a lot of that happening in our world right now. We have a lot of things that are very scary for a lot of people, that are very sad for a lot of people, and it's totally fine and normal to feel these emotions, and I would, it's good to feel them, but dwelling on it is not going to help anything. Dwelling on, that which you cannot control is not going to serve a higher purpose, serve a higher good. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, there's a little bit of you could be feeling resistant to this. You could be feeling resistant to these changes. You could be feeling resistant to this need to rely on your intuition. Maybe this feeling like you're in limbo, maybe things that are unknown that are scary for you. We have, the High Priestess. She's got the moon, the crescent moon down there. And then we also have the moon here. So yeah, there's a lot of things happening that are, could be pretty scary. And so there could be some resistance to this. There could be some, also with the Nine of Wands, it's about resistance. It's about, maybe resisting some of those things, but it's also about not just resisting, but having the courage to like get through, because nines are near completion. So we're at the end of something, but it's just having that courage to kind of like push yourself through the rest of the way. So let's clarify these cards. Let's clarify these cards and see if we get a bigger picture. If anything else comes out. So show me why the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Wands are here, please. Why are these energies here for us? Why are these energies here? All right. So show me why this High Priestess energy is here, please. Why is this High Priestess energy here, please? We have the Four of Cups and the Death. Yeah, that seems about right, doesn't it? Four of Cups and the Death card. All right. And show me why this Eight of Cups is here, please. Why is this Eight of Cups here? We have the Fool. The Fool card. And then show me why this Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Wands energy is here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune energy here, please? And Nine of Wands. Why is the Wheel of Fortune? We have Temperance. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And then the Nine of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, yes. So here's what I'm seeing. So yeah, with the there is some resistance, and that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal. So we have with the High Priestess, the Four of Cups and the Death card here. Yeah, there's obviously some huge changes going on around us. There's beginning, there's endings, a lot of endings, some new beginnings. People are having sort of like spiritual awakenings. A lot of this is happening. A lot of energy surrounding not just like physical life and death, but surrounding like people's ideas about things, how they think about things. And then we have the Four of Cups, which is like not, it's feeling like you're not emotionally stable, but it's actually really being emotionally stable. So you're kind of like, this is like shaking people up. This is shaking people up. Um, we have the Death card, the High Priestess. These are some strong energies. This is like about trusting your intuition, trusting that things are going to be okay, trusting your higher self, trusting the universe that things are going to be okay. And it's not knowing, like having that, maybe the fear of the unknown, not knowing for sure, like what's going to happen next. We have the Eight of Cups and the Fool. So yeah, this is like I said, this is like walking away. This is trusting yourself to walk away from what's not serving you. This is trusting yourself to recognize your anxiety for what it is, but not staying there. And then with the Fool is kind of about, wanting that new beginning. It's wanting to have something positive happen. It's really wanting to maybe even like take a risk for something positive to happen. Um, and it's wanting to take that leap of faith towards, have being in control of your emotions, being emotionally responsible right now. And then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance, this is, yeah, there's a lot of big changes happening. It's a time to use your intuition. There's a lot going on. And it's kind of like, once again, balancing out those emotions, maybe even some spiritual awakenings, like I have mentioned before. Um, it's being in tune with your emotions, like allowing yourself to, like having compassion with yourself for those emotions. And then, yeah, we do have this resistance. We have this resistance and also this, need for, with these Nine of Wands here, this need for having the courage to keep moving forward, to recognize the things that we have control over and the things that we don't have control over, and what can we do. And then with this expression, you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So this kind of like mirrors the Eight of Cups, Fool, Temperance kind of. You are needing to really pay attention to what's going on to your emotions. What do you need right now? How can you, I know last week we talked about like honoring yourself and your needs. So this is kind of like taking that one step further, honoring yourself and your needs so that you can move forward, so you have the courage to move forward. And then realizations and epiphanies. Yeah, this is like with the Death card here. This is like, people are becoming enlightened to certain things. We're having these, huge changes, these huge energy shifts with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance here. This is like, having those spiritual awakenings. So you could be going through spiritual awakenings, and it is scary. It is scary to do that. And then with adult children, I see this as I see this as recognizing that, even like if you have adult children, recognizing that they're going through this too, or if you have children and they're not adults, but recognizing that this is a lot to ask of kids to go through. Like, we kind of like uprooted their whole world and how their way of doing things. And so they're kind of like forced into this life where they've got to have that personal accountability, like I was saying. And so they might be very emotional right now. You might be dealing with stuff that you're like, "Oh, I didn't know this. Why is this coming out in my kid?" Well, it's coming out because everybody's kind of going through it right now. So, So yeah, I think this is taking that like self-compassion a step further. It's having the courage to move forward so that you can be compassionate towards other people, so that you can understand and recognize other people's emotions. So I'm gonna pull an angel and ancestors, and then I will close this up. It's a pretty good reading. What is the message, please? Show me what the message is. What other messages do you have right now, please, for this week, for the collective, for this week? What other messages do we have, please, for the collective for this week? What does everybody really need to know? We have Hunter, track down your fears and desires. All right, so I'll read from the book for that one. Hunter. Um, page 44. Wow. 44. Fours are about stability. So this is about your stability. Okay. Track down your fears and desires. So with the Hunter card, we have track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. When you find them, you will find your desires too. The Hunter card is based on my favorite Celtic god, Cernunnos. I'm sorry, I don't know, guys. He is the stag god of the wild and represents both the hunted and the hunter. Similarly, the hunter helps you connect with an energy that is both fearful and fearless. Yeah, that's like that high priestess energy I was talking about, like being kind of in that limbo state, both fearful and fearless. Your fears are the only things that are standing between you and what you desire at this time. So you have to come face to face with them as a hunter does with wild animals and go beyond them. Yeah, so yeah, I talked about there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of change, change evokes fear. And so that's kind of what these Nine of Wands, that's what I was saying with the Nine of Wands about like, there's some resistance, but you know that you have to be courageous. And then also with the High Priestess, this is like you being in between that, you recognizing on some level that you have this fear, but you're also there's sort of like this sense of peace too, and it's so kind of like being in this limbo in between, having those like tensions between those opposites. So this is a beautiful message. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys are safe and well, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for stopping by. I will talk to you guys later.